with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set, 42. Hey, get away.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Cousins now to throw on first down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Jackson now.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On first and 10, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Cousins. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. From the red zone now, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They run, Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. On 2nd down and 4, Jackson. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the carry, it's Cook. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. Cook. And shutting him off, now open field. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
From the 44, Jackson rolling to his left. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Throwing is Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Everson Griffin, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. On first down, Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. They run again on first down, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs. 30 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bailey got the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the last time that they were on the field, little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
36. Black. You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Cousins now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Ferguson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing, Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
Cousins pass. Complete to Stephon Diggs. A gain of 16.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check the backer. 36.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Second down and goal. Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the route is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 31 yards there and a first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
54. Mike 54. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
From the 24, Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Jackson, steps away. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun, and that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check. Slam.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way down and got his man complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Jackson will throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Hey. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 9. Alert 3.
Here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. 25 yards that time. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Everson Griffin in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens, they claw one back. Tucker with the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Cook. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, 31 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Bailey. Back now in Baltimore, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This will be taken very short. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They start the drive with Cook, and he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 4-yard line.
Jahan, 180! Check, 48's the mic. Y'all not ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Throwing his Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll get him down up past the 15. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give running right. It's Cook. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
To high, 180. 48 right now. Let's go. Two.
First down. Here's Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. On play action, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
SOS. 48. SOS. Slack right.
Play action now, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it was. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Bailey now for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
22, Jet, Kill. Tight dog. On the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Jackson now. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards. To throw is Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. It's caught by Roberts. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
41 Mike. Now watch one, watch one. He's got three.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick.